Oh, you brought that.
No, this is the CIC stuff.
Okay. So when we're done, that needs to go back in here.
That is. I don't get it, just make sure. it goes back here.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about.
We have a few.
Well, the names have all changed since you hung
See
around.
if I can fix
But
my
those
sound
dreams have
output here.
remained and they've turned around.
Harlan, give me a thumbs up if you're hearing some music right now. Nice.
Yeah, where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Welcome back, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Code for Boston. My name is Matt, and I am on the leadership team here at Code for Boston, along with, we've got Annie and Alex, and we got Harlan is here virtually. Hold on, I'm doing some feedback, so I'm turning down the volume so folks don't get
Grab
that
a
feedback.
picture.
We are currently learning a little bit how to do this hybrid setup, but we are now live from the CIC back in our home at the 4th floor kitchen. So very excited to be back home. It has been 69 weeks since we've last been here. So it's been really exciting to see everyone. I can assure everyone Cambridge Pizzeria is still standing. They brought us a bunch of pizza pies. So as you're thinking about whether or not you want to come in person, pizza is maybe a good incentive. But very excited for all the folks that have come both in person and of course for all our virtual folks that are joining us on Zoom. Appreciate all the bearing with us as we learn some of the different tools and systems and techniques that we're going to be using to make sure that everyone has a good and equal experience as we're both virtual and in person, and we're doing this new hybrid thing. And also have to thank the folks at the CIC who we've met with, I think, 3 times leading up to this to help coordinate everything. And get all the systems working and make sure that we know how to operate all the equipment. They have been our longtime sponsors and supporters, and we are very glad that CIC is our home. So if you're thinking about where you need to do a little co-working, talk to us. We got some free day passes that you'll be able to take advantage of as well. So that being said, the way this is going to work now that we are hybrid is going to be pretty similar to what we've been doing. I'll have some announcements. After announcements, we'll do project updates. And then after project updates, new folks right now are entirely virtual. We do not have new people in person at the moment, and it's going to probably stay that way at least for the next couple of weeks. We'll be thinking about having new folks in person and doing hybrid new person orientation sometime in September, maybe late August, but for now we'll be doing it virtually. So we'll do virtual new member orientation in the Zoom room as it happens. Folks that are here both virtually and in person are both governed by our code of conduct. So make sure to follow that. If you have any issues with anyone, have any questions about anything, ask one of us and we'll be more than happy to take care of it. Next, want to encourage folks to follow us on social media. I've actually been populating the social media in the past week. So I went into the buffer. I've been taking the content from the email, translating it into tweets. I've only misspelled a few of them, so getting a little bit better at those as well. So if you have content for social media that you want us to push out, if it's a civic tech job, if it's an event, or something else that is interesting, an article you've seen, just send it my way. Post it in the Slack. I scour the events channel in Slack. I scour the jobs channel, and I also take what folks are sending my way on Twitter and other mechanisms, and I'll do that. RSVP on meetup.com. That is how we know how many folks are showing up. For the next few weeks, while we're only accepting regular folks in person, you do need to still talk to your project lead or to me to confirm your in-person attendance if you're going to do the in-person meetup, and then you will be added to the list. If you show up and you are not on the list, they will turn you away at the door, so apologies if that does end up happening to you, but we are just making sure that for now we are only taking regular members in person, and new members will be welcome in the coming weeks, and I will announce that when that becomes the case. Next, Zoom is of course where we have our meetings on the regular in virtual space and now in hybrid space. So codeforboston.org/room/CFP is where I keep the latest Zoom link for everyone. And if you're in the Zoom, make sure that you're also in our Slack community. Slack.codeforboston.org is where you can get your invitation for that. Should make it easy to be able to get engaged there, join our project channels, and find out what's going on. Now that we are in person, we are now making more expenditures than we've been making in the past. And so it is now a great time to consider supporting Code for Boston and our return by donating. A lot of you are donating your time already. So what I like to encourage folks to do is to talk to your employer. Many employers have different programs that will either pay us for the time that you're volunteering here, they'll match your donations, or they will support us potentially through sponsoring. A lot of folks are hiring right now, and so we have a lot of tech-savvy folks. And if you want to reach a tech-savvy crowd, you can sponsor a month of Code for Boston meetups. And it's a great way to show your support for the community and maybe meet some developers working on things like JavaScript and Python, Django that you might otherwise not have reached. And Harlan and I can help you all with that. So with that, project updates. We'll do project updates the way we normally do, except that some folks are going to be in person and other folks are going to be virtual. And I currently in the setup cannot hear the virtual people, so I will do it based on whether or not I hear you. So with that, Matt Victor, live and in person, you want to do the Good Governance Advocacy Project, Matt?
That's exciting. Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Victor, the Good Governance Project Advocacy Map. We are onboarding users to our platform, goodgovproject.com. We received some feedback that it's not that intuitive, so we're trying to get some people to help us tweak the UI and build out some graphics to convey the product better. And then we're writing the requirements for our second sort of release that's focused on public testimony. In Massachusetts, public testimony is not published publicly, so we're trying to create an option so that people can submit testimony to us and we'll publish it. So working on that.
Great, thanks, Matt. Next we have Clean Slate. Where is Michelle? I know she's somewhere around here.
I'm totally here.
Okay, she's gonna give her
Very close
update.
by.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
whatever. Okay, so Clean Slate is working on, well, I mean, today we're just working on getting to know the tools here, but we're working on organizing our documentation in preparation for user research, I think, and working on the testing framework for testing our interviews, as well as documenting the status of the data and its algorithms in preparation for some court data that may be coming our way. Thanks. That's it, Matt. You can go.
All right. All right. Now that Clean Slate's done, next let's do Police Data Trust. Anyone from Police Data Trust? No? All right, seeing none, Mattapan Mapping. Annie, do you wanna?
Hi, I'm Annie Laporte. I'm also on the core team here, and I'm working on the Mattapan Mapping Project. This is a project to create a website that highlights both the way that the community works in Mattapan and also issues around gentrification and community control and development in the Mattapan neighborhood. We are having a presentation from our partner tonight. Deep presentation about gentrification. So if you would like to join us, you can join our Zoom call tonight and get a good presentation about what we're doing. We recently finished a demo for Sasaki and we'll now be building on that demo to produce the final project.
Great. Thanks, Annie. And then Thad, did you have anything from Windfall?
So on Windfall, we do have one participant here tonight, and Dan Megan, and we're going to work together on that. And I'm probably going to look at Mattapan mapping a little bit too. So again, we still have that outstanding pull request, which thanks Sasha, and we're going to work on that. So we're converting from functional component, class components to functional components. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Thad. So with that, thanks to everyone that showed up, both in person and also virtually. So new folks, stay here in the Zoom. Alex and I will start to get orientation set up in the next few minutes. Everyone else, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening and happy hacking.
Okay.
All right, let me see if I can. So the biggest challenge with this so far is not being